Hi, welcome to Litwell Motorhomes. I'm Andy and this is the Auto Sleepers Bourton. Now, anybody who's not aware of the Bourton, it's on a Mercedes chassis and it's just shy of 6.5 metres. But the most important thing is you can drive it on your standard driving licence. You don't need a C1, it is a 3.5 tonne. And there's lots of living space inside. Now, as I say, this is the new one for this season and well, let's have a look around it. So to start off with, we've got the ingress awning just up there. Now also on your roof you've got your solar panel and you've got your Wi-Fi area. Gas barbecue point. Just here we've got your external 230 volt. Wet locker, now that's great for your dirty bits and pieces, your toilet chemicals, your leaven chocks, your electric cables, all that sort of thing. As we said, it's Mercedes, so you've got the Mercedes alloy wheels. And you've got your lovely three-pointed star on the front. As we come round, you've got your fresh water fill just here. And again, if you wanted to plug in an Acarol and fill up from that way, you can do that as well. Sleepers like to have underslung gas tanks. Underslung gas tanks tend to be around about 25 litres. That gives you 20 litres for gas and 5 litres for expansion. Now, the beauty of the system is quite simple. You're not giving space over to a gas locker. It's underslung, so you're not losing any space. And the other thing, of course, is you pay a lot less for the gas because you're not paying for the hire of the bottle. So it saves you a bit of money as well. As we walk through, this is new, Audi heating. So we're away from the Truma on these now. You have got the wet system, so it's more like your radiators at home. Electric hookup point, cassette toilet. Reversing camera, preset for a bike rack. With it being a sleeper as well, you've got these two holes here and here. That's because you've got rear corner steadies and of course you've got a proper spare wheel under there as well. So let's go in and have a look. So the first thing that hits you is the wood's a slightly darker shade than in previous models. It has a very classy feel to it. And the upholstery is lighter. Now, this is an upholstery that we've decided to put in along with Auto Sleepers. So you'll find a lot of them now have got like this sort of fluffy feel. This hasn't. This is more like your Vankin version. We love it and we think it's just a little bit more hard wearing and it just really does look the part. Might not be for everyone, but it is for us. Now, when we look in the cab, you've got your media centre just here. So again, you've got your phone, your DAB radio, media, your Mercedes-Benz apps, your info and your settings. It's a good system, but you would expect it to be a good system. It's Mercedes. It's an automatic. You've got your cruise control on there. You've got these big deep pockets. You've got your climate control air conditioning. Full cab lines running around as well. So yeah, it's got all the toys. Reversing camera just over on this side as well. Now, the beauty with the Bourton as a 6.5 metre unit is it feels an awful lot more spacious. And that's because you've got these two long bench seats and you've got a lot of natural light. So two large windows either side, skylight above, and obviously you've got the windows at the front. So the more natural light you can have flooding in, the more, well, again, the bigger the van looks. You can use these as two singles. Now, depending on how tall you are, for me, example, I don't need to do anything else than just literally use it as a single. But if you are taller, you can then use, obviously, the seats to put your feet on. Now you can pump up the seats just here to get it to the right height. And then all you literally need to do is pull the seat out slightly, drop the backrest down, like so. You do the same on the other side. There you go, and you've got two single beds. Now, I suppose the advantage with this over putting it into the large double is the fact that you've still got this walkway. So if one of you has to get up to use the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're not climbing over the other person. It's not a massive issue, depending on how good your bladder is, I suppose. But if you do need this, and a lot of people do, it's nice and simple. If you do want to make it up into the transverse bed, it has changed slightly. So how this actually works now is you pull these two out so they fit solidly in the centre. Make sure they're together, because what you don't want to do is leave it slightly open, you get in the middle and you fall straight through. And then we have 3 cushions, which just live in the wardrobe here. So I'll just pull those out. I will show you more inside the wardrobe in a bit. And it is a large wardrobe. So what we do then, we've got these cushions and we literally just slot these into place. There you go. And as you can see, you've now got a huge double bed. And again, you can still sleep on it, actually coming down. You can sleep transverse, it gives you options. But you can still get round and hopefully you don't have to wake up the other half. But like I say, it's easy to do. So I'm just going to pop these back. I mean, the great thing is, if you are going to be making up beds, you don't want it to take forever to do. Now, I don't know if you can see there, Mia, as well, because it's the RD heating now. You've got your radiators. They just come down here, and then again, the heat comes up and over. So it is a very, very nice system with a wet system. There you go, that just slides back in there. And then we can put these cushions back in here. Now, the other thing that you'll see, just here, you've got a coffee table. And that lives in your wardrobe as well. Now, I am going to show you more in this wardrobe in a second. There we go, Mia, if you can have a look around there. You can see it's large, and again, if you're using it as the two singles, you don't need to take these cushions with you. You've got masses of space, loads of hanging space. You've got your table just there as well for dining, and you've got your Wi-Fi unit in there. Now, like I say, this is nice as well, because if you don't need the big table out, well, that's more than enough. And again, if you're just having a sandwich, if you're having a cup of coffee, you don't need them to be climbing around one another because you've got the big table. And again, very quick and easy to do. So that literally just slides onto the door like so. Push that cushion back in a bit. That pops out of there and locks into place. Now, storage in a sleeper is always pretty good. So you've got these two lockers just up here. We've got more space in there and there. Again, they are good deep lockers, and you've got shelving in some as well. So you've got plenty of storage. Like I say, these windows are huge. And you've got your fly screens, and you've got your blinds already pre-installed. So you've got your privacy of an evening. Habitation air conditioning, which again with the summer that we've just had becomes a lot more vital than it's been in previous years. Just up above here, of course, we've got your plate rack just there, and you've got room for a couple of bottles of wine. And a sleeper would not be a sleeper without the 4 goblets. You've got to have your cut glass goblets in there. That is very important. Storage underneath, not so much because you've got your fridge. But your fridge does open from both sides. So if we unclip that one, we can do it from there. And he says, but let's just check that one, does it? No, I think this one just stepped on the one side. But there you go, you're learning something new every day, and it does look like it. So it's a 3-way with an auto function. So again, if you've never used a 3-way before, the best way to describe it is this. When you're travelling, you're running on your vehicle battery. If you're off-grid, you'll run it on your gas. If you're plugged into the mains, you run it on your electric. Now, this has got an auto function, so it should do that for you. So you shouldn't really have any issues there. Another little thing I'm going to show you before I move on further into the kitchen is these reading lights. Now, you've got a little touch just there to turn them on and off, but they move. So you can put them where you want, where you're sitting for your reading lights of an evening. And you've got 4 of those, one in each corner of your lounge. So when we come round here, we've got your main 12-volt control panel just here, and your Audi heating controls just there. Now, work surface, you might think is not huge here, but it's actually pretty good because we've got this extender that will come out. So you can work right the way around in the kitchen. So it's actually a good size. Microwave. We've got more storage just up above. Extractor fan. Kitchen towel holder just there. This pulls up and you've got your 3 electrical sockets. Got your sink with your mixer tap, and again, good cooking facility. So you've got 3 gas hobs and you've got an electric hot plate for when you're on the mains. You've also got a completely separate grill and oven. So again, if you need that sort of space, you've got plenty of it. Now, underneath the wardrobe, just here, you'll see we've got your sergeant control panel and we've got your fuses there as well. Now, kitchen storage, as we've seen, you've got large storage just above. And then we have storage underneath the sink. Bigger storage area just there for your pots and pans. And then your cutlery drawer. And then 2 size drawers either side. And you do also have more storage underneath the oven. Now, the washroom is something that's also had a change. So auto sleepers have always had good washrooms, and you have got a completely separate shower cubicle in here. And again, in a van that's what, just 6.5 meters, that's superb. So the first thing is your toilet can swim in all directions, so you can make it comfortable. Now, something that is different for this season is your wardrobe is here, but you had to come out to access it in the past. Now we have access through the washroom itself. So again, you don't have to come out if you're getting changed. You can go straight into the wardrobe. You can get out the bits and pieces you need and shut it too. More storage, and again a skylight above, which is great for getting rid of condensation. Like I say, your toilet swivels in all directions, so you can get in the most comfortable position. Radiator just here, wash basin, and the proper shower cubicle, and it's a usable size. So again, what happens is your tap will just pull out here, locks up to become your shower head, and you've got your tamper door, but you can actually shower in here. Now, okay, I grant you, I'm not the tallest, but you can see there's still a lot of headroom to go there. So you'd like to think most people should be in a position to have a good shower in here. And there you have it, the new Auto Sleeper Bourton. Like Bourtons of previous seasons, it's a really nice layout, but this one is a little bit different because we've decided on the upholstery, which you're not going to get in your standard Bourton. So, thank you for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this. And if you'd like to come and have a look at an Auto Sleeper Bourton, well, here she is. But hopefully not for long. Thanks for watching.